I recently started doing drugs. I'll tell you what happened, right? I broke up with my ex. A couple of years ago, broke up with my ex. And when I broke up, I had to leave the house we were sharing. So I was homeless for a few months, just crashing with friends. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try drugs. It's the perfect time because no one will judge, you know? How's George? Heartbroken and homeless. What's he doing? He's doing drugs. Yeah, fair enough. But I had never done drugs before in my life, and that it was like, you know, I don't even drink caffeine, so it was very hard to do drugs. And the drugs I wanted to do, I had to really research because I love the Beatles, right? And the Beatles took a shitload of acid, and I was like, right, LSD might be a good drug to try, but you know, if you haven't done drugs before, you can't go straight into LSD. You have to work your way up, right? No, have a coffee first. And take it from there. But the thing is, I knew nothing about drugs. So eventually, what I ended up doing, I saw a Channel 4 documentary with the 25 most dangerous drugs, and I thought, you know what, the ones at the bottom of the list, that's the ones I want to try because they're the least dangerous. And numbers like 1 and 2 was like heroin, crystal meth, but number 24 was ecstasy. And to be honest, guys, I knew nothing about ecstasy. But when it's number 24, ecstasy, yum yum. Give me all the ecstasy, thank you very much, guys, I'll take it, right? I decided to do ecstasy in the same way you decide what to order when you go to a Chinese restaurant for the first time. You look at the menu, you got no fucking idea what that is, the waiter comes around, what would you like, sir? I like number 24. I don't know what it is, it doesn't have nuts, I'm going with this one, right? So, when I was researching ecstasy, I asked a few people about it, and inevitably, I went online and ended up asking Frank. Now, we all know Frank, right? Frank fucking hates drugs! Frank will try to warn you against all the drugs in the world, and this is what Frank had to say about ecstasy. This is what Frank had to say about ecstasy. He said, ecstasy has killed 600 people between 1994 and 2016. And that was like, 600 people, that's like less than 30 a year. Frank, mate, that's not scary, that's fucking encouraging. I did some more research. You know what I found out? Less than 30 a year die from taking ecstasy, 48 a year die from taking selfies. Selfies, more dangerous than ecstasy. Who would have thought, right? Although, as I later found out, if you take ecstasy, you're going to take shitloads of selfies as well, you know? Like, look at my pupils, brother! So, I went, found the guy, he gave me the drugs, he said, this is MDMA, it's a pure form. You have to remember one thing, take it and go out every now and then to cool down because your body will rise, the heat in the body will rise, and you have to like even have a drink, but not alcoholic, have like some water, and just go out because the core temperature will lower. I was like, wow, that's great advice. What a responsible drug dealer. This guy really cares about return customers, you know? So he gave me the drugs, and there I am, going to Edinburgh for the Fringe Festival, and I had it in my pocket, and I was dying to do them. And one night I went out, I'm in a nightclub, it's like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and I see this girl across me in the nightclub, this blonde, beautiful girl, and we came like near each other, we started talking, I'm like, hey, what's your name? She said, Lucy. I was like, Lucy, would you like some drugs? And she went, yes. I was like, wow, Lucy, what a fucking legend you are. But looking back, right, who the fuck says yes? Like, girls, if a strange foreign man approaches you in a nightclub and says, would you like some unknown substances? Say no. Lucy isn't a legend, she's an irresponsible idiot, right? But at the time, I'm like, wow, so we're doing drugs and we're coming up, and you know, this is the time, because I know it's recorded, anybody watching it from home, or you guys, like I should tell you that drugs are bad for you, right? I'll tell you what, it was fucking awesome, right? Get on it, guys, get on it, right? It was amazing. I was coming up, I had so much love for the world, everything was amazing, the music was fantastic. I was like, wow, less than 30 people a year die for good reason. This is fucking brilliant, right? End of the night comes round. We leave the nightclub. We were at the nightclub, 5 in the morning, and I was in Edinburgh, and I was there for the festival, so I'm cycling around Edinburgh. I had my bicycle with me. I unlock it, I grab Lucy's hand, I grab my bicycle on the other side, and we're just walking down the street. The sun is coming up, the birds are chirping, I feel like a 15-year-old boy, in love, again, it was incredible. And we arrive outside this house, and then me and Lucy, we start kissing each other for what felt like forever, and then she looks at me in the eyes, she goes, I had a brilliant night, would you like to come upstairs? And I went, no. I'm going cycling. The wind feels great on my face. And that is how good drugs are, guys. Drugs are so good, someone you think you love is going to offer you sex, and you go, no, I prefer the morning breeze.